everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. Spoilers tease that Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, will have some emotional storylines in the coming weeks. Liam is in a coma fighting for his life after Luna Nozowa, Lisa Yamada, shot him in the chest. Liam's condition is serious but stable. Dear John, Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, told Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Masinswood. They are keeping Liam sedated to allow his body time to rest without pain. Hope Logan, Annika Noel, remains by his side as Liam fights for his life. Now Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, is present, desperate for his son to pull through. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers state that Liam's condition could get worse before he gets better. Not only did he get shot by Luna, but he has an inoperable brain tumor. Bill doesn't know about his son's brain tumor. It will be interesting when he learns his son could have only a few months to live. Eventually, Liam will wake up from his coma. However, B&B spoilers tease that his brain tumor cure could be right around the corner. Dara Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech, diagnosed him with his brain tumor. The word on social media is she could have lied to him and drugged him. There's little doubt that Grace is acting out of character. She seems obsessed with Liam's case. She was desperate for him to keep taking his medicines. It just came across very odd for her character. With Liam in the hospital for his gunshot wound, Finn or another doctor could order another brain scan to check his tumor. What if they cannot find anything? Would they assume he experienced a miracle, or would they immediately assume Grace was behind it? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say that Liam's love life will get complicated when he wakes up. Steffy and Hope refuse to leave his bedside as they beg him to fight for their daughters. Steffy is in a somewhat happy marriage to Finn. The B&B viewers don't see that changing. However, Hope could realize that she loves Liam and wants another chance. Currently, she is with Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor. But that could change. Liam would likely jump at the chance to patch things up with Hope. He wanted to reunite several months ago, but Hope shot him down for Carter. Will Liam's brush with death change Hope's mind about Liam? Time will tell. B&B fans, do you think Grace is making Liam sick? Los Angeles is no stranger to drama, heartbreak, and redemption. But this week on The Bold and the Beautiful, things reach unprecedented heights as Liam Spencer becomes the center of an emotional hurricane. From the shocking revelation of a life-threatening brain tumor to a sudden coma and an unexpected romantic shakeup, Liam's life is about to change forever. Will the cure come in time? Who will stand by him when he wakes up? And which woman will ultimately win his heart once the fog lifts? Liam's sudden collapse. The coma that shook the Spencers. It begins innocently enough. Liam, still emotionally drained from his recent falling out with Steffy and the volatile situation with Hope, heads to the Cliff house to confront Finn one last time about Sheila's growing presence in their lives. But as he passionately argues with Finn on the beach, his words suddenly start to slur, his balance falters, and he collapses mid-sentence. Panic sets in instantly. Steffy screams as Finn rushes to his side, checking his pulse and airway. Paramedics are called, and within minutes, Liam is on his way to the hospital, unconscious, unresponsive, and barely breathing. Hope arrives moments later, her face ashen when she learns what's happened. I knew something was wrong, she whispers to Brooke. He hasn't been himself, not for weeks. At University Hospital, Dr. Grace Buckingham, who recently returned to LA for a surgical residency rotation, is called in for emergency diagnostics. She delivers the grim news. Liam has a benign but dangerously positioned brain tumor pressing against areas related to memory, cognition, and motor skills. It's not malignant, but it is fast-growing, and without immediate surgery, Liam may never wake up. Hope's desperation and Steffy's guilt. Hope is devastated. She sobs at Liam's bedside, gripping his hand and recounting their happiest memories. "You were my first love," she murmurs. You're the father of our daughter. You can't leave us now, not like this. But she isn't alone in her grief. Steffi, who's been trying to rekindle a connection with Finn, is overwhelmed with guilt. She had dismissed Liam's warnings about Sheila, even mocked his obsession. Now seeing him pale and lifeless on the hospital bed, she wonders if her coldness pushed him too far. I never meant for this to happen, Steffi confides in Ridge. He was right about Sheila, and I shut him out. Meanwhile, Bill Spencer storms into the hospital like a thundercloud. When Grace calmly explains Liam's diagnosis, Bill's face turns ghost white. For a man who built empires, nothing compares to the helplessness of seeing his son caught between life and death. Do whatever it takes, he growls. Money is no object, get him the best. A risky surgery, Grace takes the lead. Despite the severity of the situation, there is hope. Dr. Grace Buckingham has a revolutionary procedure she's been researching, a minimally invasive brain surgery with AI-guided lasers. It's still experimental in the States, but she believes it's Liam's best shot. The hospital board is hesitant. Liability, risk, and optics loom. But Bill bulldozes every objection. My son doesn't have time, he snarls. Either you let Dr. Buckingham perform the surgery, or I'll buy this hospital and fire every last one of you. Grace prepares for the operation, aware that this is the moment that could define her entire career and Liam's future. As she scrubs in, she whispers to herself, this is for Zoe, for Zend. For every patient who never got a second chance. Liam will wake up. Meanwhile, Wyatt arrives and joins the vigil. He's not just my brother, he tells Brooke. He's the guy who always tried to do the right thing, even when it nearly broke him. I just hope he wakes up to find his life waiting for him. Coma visions. Liam's mind journey. As the surgery begins, viewers are taken into Liam's unconscious mind, a surreal, haunting dreamscape where past, present, and future collide. In this limbo, Liam wanders a foggy forest, seeing flashes of hope in a wedding dress. Steffi holding baby Kelly. Wyatt warning him of danger, and even a distorted figure of Sheila laughing from behind the trees. He comes upon a mirror where he sees himself. Tired, scared, unsure. What am I even fighting for? He asks aloud. Suddenly, 3 doors appear before him. One door is marked, Hope, another says, Steffi, and the third simply reads, Start over. As he reaches for a handle, a voice calls out, It's Beth, his daughter. Daddy, don't leave yet. We still need you. That voice pulls him back toward the light. Post-surgery shock. A new Liam emerges. The surgery is a tense, multi-hour affair. Monitors beep frantically, and at one point, Liam's heart flatlines. But Grace's steady hand and instincts pull him through. When it's over, she steps out, exhausted but victorious. He's stable, she says. Now we wait. 12 hours later, Liam's eyes flutter open. The first person he sees is Hope. You're here, he whispers coarsely. You stayed. But something is different. While Liam's memory is intact, his personality seems altered. Calmer. More focused. His anxiety is gone, and he seems to see the world more clearly than ever. As Finn explains, the tumor was pressing on emotional regulatory centers. Removing it may have changed Liam's neurochemistry. He might not react to life the way he used to. Hope smiles through tears. Then maybe this is our second chance. But Liam surprises her. Hope, I'm grateful for everything we shared. But something became clear to me while I was under. I've spent my life torn between 2 women, trying to be everything for everyone. I don't want to live like that anymore. The love triangle explodes. Hope via Steffi vis a new flame. Liam's decision stuns everyone. He isn't choosing Hope. He isn't choosing Steffi. He's choosing himself. I want to rediscover who I am without defining myself by a relationship, he tells Ridge and Brooke. I want to be a good father to Beth and Kelly, but I'm done playing tug of war with people's hearts. Hope is heartbroken, but I thought we could try again. Steffi, too, is stunned. You said you loved me. You nearly died defending me. But Liam is resolute. I'll always love both of you. But I don't belong to either of you. That's when things take an even stranger turn. Enter Dr. Daffin, Grace Buckingham's sharp, stunning colleague who assisted in Liam's surgery. She's bold, witty, and clearly intrigued by Liam's clarity and honesty. Over time, Daphne begins checking on Liam's progress personally, offering therapy and physical training. There's a spark, subtle, but real. Hope and Steffi are less than thrilled. Who is she, anyway? Hope asks Grace. Someone who saved Liam's life, Grace replies firmly. And maybe someone who sees the version of him that none of you ever truly let him be. Bill's regret and redemption. Meanwhile, Bill is wrestling with his own emotions. Watching Liam survive has made him question everything about his legacy. I spent so long trying to mold my sons into little versions of me, he admits to Katie. But maybe what they needed was someone to just believe in who they are. Katie nods. You still have time to get it right. In a surprise twist, Bill begins anonymously funding Grace and Daphne's surgical program, hoping to save other lives just as they saved Liam's. But he does it quietly, for once, without needing credit. What's next for Liam? As Liam is discharged and begins a new life outside the confines of Hope and Steffi's expectations, he finds a small beach house to rent on the outskirts of Malibu. It's quiet, peaceful, and his own. He begins journaling, meditating, even volunteering at a recovery center for patients with brain injuries. One day, Daphne visits with a bottle of wine and a chessboard. Mind if I stay a while? She asks. Liam smiles. Actually, I'd like that. The final scene of the week pans out slowly, showing Liam sitting on the porch, waves crashing in the distance, a new piece on his face that we've never seen before. Hope spirals as Leon's rejection pushes her into Carter's arms once again, just as Daphne warns him she's dangerous. Steffi begins questioning her own marriage when Finn once again defends Sheila. What will she discover when she digs deeper? Sheila, watching from afar, makes a vow to return to Liam's life in an unexpected way. He owes me more than they know. And Grace faces a career-defining challenge when a patient accuses her of malpractice. Will Bill step in or let her stand alone? The aftershocks of Liam's coma are only just beginning, and the drama is far from over. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and BA UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.